Well, more and more people are moving into downtown Jackson and the neighborhoods near it, and they are about to have something new to do.
A new walking trail. It's in the works. Our Walt Grayson sort of surveyed the site, and Walt, you say people will be hiking and biking now on historic property.
That's right, Mel. Rails. Boy, those two words are close together for Monday anyway. It's a Rails to Trails project where an old railroad bed is transformed into a walking trail. And this one does have a lot of railroad history associated with it. They're calling it the Museum to Market Trail. It will run from the Mississippi Children's Museum and the Wildlife Museum near LaFleur's Bluff State Park on I-55 at Woodrow Wilson, along the east side of the Belhaven and Belhaven Heights neighborhoods to the Farmers Market on High Street at Jefferson. Part of the route is already marked off as a hiking and biking trail. This sign's on a utility pole across Spindler Street from the Beanery. And the Beanery's an old cafe where, way back, railroad men could rent rooms for 35 cents a night and get a shower for an extra dime. As an aside, when Steve Colston had his photography studio here in the 90s and early 2000s, I did a ghost story in this building. Now the walking trail will run adjacent to it. Well, the old railroad bed's fairly easy to pick out from the Fortification Street Bridge. Looking toward downtown, it's sort of a muddy path. Looking toward Belhaven, it's not as muddy because the bed's raised. But a part of the railroad that isn't included in the trail is also historic. This is behind the old Capitol. The old GM and old Depot building is still there, Gulfmobile in Ohio. That's the last of several train lines that operated the tracks. Archives and History owns the building as offices. And beside the stretch of existing track is another artifact, the Mercy train boxcar from France that was packed with art and home furnishings and given as gifts to the people of the United States in gratitude for America sending over 700 boxcars of supplies to France after World War II. 49 of these Mercy cars came here, one to each state in Washington, D.C., and ours is here. To the north, the old tracks have been removed. They would have run through where the two Mississippi museums are now, with a new walking trail picking up just across Jefferson behind the two museums. To the south, the tracks would have gone all the way to New Orleans. Now they stop at the edge of the pavement on the street and under the Pearl Street Bridge overhead. So there's history down below, and over the couple of miles the walking trail will run, perhaps there may be a spirit or two hanging around from the past. Yeah, that trail's a couple of miles long, and although there's no set completion date, it shouldn't take all that long to finish it.